Hey, what's up? And welcome back to the Relationship Schools podcast here. I'm your host, Jayson Gaddis. What's up? How are you today? And can you answer that question transparently and honestly with someone in your life when they ask you, how you doing? Or what's up? And you say the rote answer, I'm fine, nothing, good, blah. There are certain contexts where that's kind of the social norm. Just say you're good. There's other contexts where you get to be you. Hopefully you have people in your life where you can be honest. I'm triggered, I'm pissed, I'm upset, I'm shut down, I'm depressed. I want you to be real. Being real gives you a more fulfilling relationship because you're being yourself. You're not hiding who you are from other people, right? So welcome back if you've been here before. Thanks for all your support by leaving us reviews on iTunes, making sure that you subscribe to our podcast in Google Play, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. I appreciate it. Leave us a review if you feel inspired. Do it right on your phone, right? Often when you're listening to a podcast, it says, leave a review, ? Just follow the prompt. It means a lot, helps us climb the rankings and reach more people. If you're new, welcome. Glad to have you here. And thanks for being the kind of person that gives a shit about relationships. That's what this podcast is about. Having deep, fulfilling relationships in general, and we often focus on the intimate partnership because it's so damn hard. Okay, in this short episode, we're going to talk about how to get connected and how to feel accepted by that special someone in your life. If you're single, we're talking about maybe your family or a friend. How do you really feel connected to other people, and how do you really feel accepted? Because often, if you notice, you often feel judged or criticized, or you feel disconnected from your partner or someone you care about, maybe even yourself. So in this episode, we're going to give you a couple pointers there, and then invite you to take another giant leap forward in your development. At the end of the day, it's up to you to get the feeling of being accepted and connected. That's up to you, believe it or not. And the reason that's not happening for you is either a lack of tools, a lack of awareness, or you're with someone who can't do it, who can't provide that for you. And you continue to stay there hoping they will get their shit together and offer that to you someday. Now, what's tricky here is sometimes we go into our victim seat and be like, yeah, I don't feel accepted. I don't feel connected to you, honey. And if we're not willing to offer accepting someone else as they are and offer connection, offer our emotional availability to connection, and we're over here behind our wall complaining that we don't feel this way, then you got to look at that, guys. You got to get real with yourself here and get honest that, hey, I want to have these feelings of accepted and connected, but I'm not willing to give them. Well, hopefully we're calling you forward here to examine that. If you want a great relationship, you must give what you want to receive. You must be able to do that. So if you want understanding, you must be able to give understanding. If you want someone to not blame you and criticize you, then you must be willing to offer that. So that goes without saying, I think, but some of us forget, right? Okay, so your first pointer here on how to feel connected is to feel connected to yourself. Okay, the other day I was shut down. It's very mild with me. I can fool most people that I'm not shut down, but I can't fool my wife, thankfully. And she's like, dude, you're a little off. And I'm like, I am? What? And I check in and I'm like, you're right, I am. Something's off here. And fortunately, I have a partner who is like, something's off, honey. What's going on with you? And I can feel my defensiveness come up, but I know after this many years too, that's just a waste of time and energy. So I'm like, oh yeah, let me consider that. Yep. Okay. You're right. Took me a couple of seconds to go, yeah, okay. I think you're right. And yeah, what's going on? Let me check in with myself. So I go meditate, I go journal, I do the things I need to do to get with myself. And sometimes that's being alone, and sometimes it's being with someone like my partner who will help me here. Now, my wife has skills, so she can actually help me investigate my own shutdownness, which she did. First, I took it to my own mat and started to come up with a list of things that happen for me when I feel shut down. And usually it's some kind of fear response, okay? And I'm scared of something. I'm scared of being judged. I'm scared of something bad happening. I'm usually scared. So I check in and I go, am I scared? Or I am scared. I'm scared. What am I scared of? So that's a great way for me to check in about my own connection to myself. Something happened days ago that led me to disconnect from myself. And so chances are with you, that might be going on for days, weeks, months, or just hours. It's like, what happened? When did this start? So I could ask my wife, when did this start? She's like, well, it started a few days ago. When blah, blah, blah happened. I was like, oh, okay. So let me go back and be like, yeah, that's true. It did start a couple days ago. And I can be busy enough to not really get a lot of time to myself. So then this is the kind of pause that helps me go, what is going on here? Okay, I'm off. So a couple nights later, we got together and she's like, yeah, I'm still feeling like you're off. And I said, okay, here's what I've got so far. You got any other feedback? And she said, yeah, so what about this? And it took me a minute. And together we figured out that I was in a shame response because I was comparing myself to a fantasy of who I should be because I'm starting this project and I feel like a beginner. And I don't like feeling like a beginner. And so I sometimes put it on myself that I should be farther along. You guys can relate, right? And when I do that, I usually feel shame. And when I don't want to feel shame because I'm like you, I posture over it and I mask it. And I go shut down and I kind of go flat and I just, I go through the motions. But we slowed it down enough to go, oh, I'm feeling some shame and I've been unwilling to feel that shame, which is feedback. So let me feel that. Okay, I felt it. Now I'm motivated to change the behavior. I get more connected to me all of a sudden. I feel some life force coming in, even though it's intense. And now my wife and I are going to be more connected because I'm more connected to me. Okay, so this is essential. You guys learn how to have the self-inquiry and the self-awareness to go there. Because often what's thwarting our connection with another person we care about is our connection to ourselves. And what's also cool is connecting with someone else can bring us back into connection with ourselves, right? So there's many ways to reconnect, and I'm going to be sharing a lot about that, and my wife will as well. We're going to help you feel more accepted and connected, okay? So if you want to take the next step, you come and you train with us. Now let's talk about the feeling of being accepted, right? Sometimes I feel judged, right? Like you, by other people, by my family, by my wife, by a friend, by whoever, right? Some hater online, I feel judged. I don't feel accepted. Now, this is a part of life. Hopefully you're getting used to this, that this is just how life is. You cannot, no matter how awesome you are, you're still going to be judged and criticized and not accepted for who you are, right? Just go onto Facebook and post on your wall what you really think about everything a couple of times, and you're going to get some haters come in pretty quick and tell you that that's wrong and what an asshole you are. So, right, like you're just going to get judged. That's helpful to remember, all right? Now, mostly you're not talking about the world, you're talking about a partner or someone you care about, like a family member or a close friend. And in a marriage, it's really hard to avoid not feeling judged over time. It's just going to happen. So how do you feel accepted? Well, wherever your partner's judging you, you learn to accept yourself there, because then it's going to sting less. You learn to accept that behavior you judge in yourself that you're sensitive to, because when someone else judges you, either you're like, and you get defensive and you freak out and you shut down, you get scared. Learn to embrace who you are and how you are in that spot. Okay, maybe it's you raise your voice. Maybe you're judging yourself because you shut down. Maybe you secretly look at porn, or you are just kind of wasting your time a lot and you're judging how you spend your time. You're comparing yourself to other people. Whatever it is, can you start to turn toward that and be like, I don't like this. I want to learn how to accept myself. And accepting does not mean giving up, all right? It's not what we're talking about here. Accepting yourself means loving, embracing yourself as you are right now. And it doesn't mean you can't strive to change and you shouldn't try to be better as a human being. No, we're not talking about that. We're just learning how to accept what is so, which is I'm kind of neurotic. And then, okay, can I accept that? Now, can I change it? So if you want to change yourself, accepting yourself as you are is the first step. And that's going to help your partner accept you. And if they can't accept you there, then you can start to give them feedback. Honey, it feels, it just sucks. I accept this is how I am. But it sucks that you're over there, silently judging me. So speak up. Learn how to accept this part of yourself. Now, practical tips and tools on how to do that, I'm going to cover live. So this is going to prep you so that you can feel less judged by other people. And you can learn how to, if your partner feels judged or people in your life feel judged by you, you can learn how to accept them as they are. This is a majorly helpful tool to learn, right? Because you got to have skin in the game, guys, if you want to change your relationship life. All right. And if you haven't been able to sign up for a 9-month training because you're like, ooh, that's too big of a commitment, then come try it out by being with us for 2 days and a little bit more, 2.4 days, all right? 2.3-ish days, where you get me live, kicking your ass and holding you accountable. And we do dyad exercises, we do group exercises, and there's lecture. All right. That's basically the flow of the event. So it's highly, highly experiential. You don't get to just sit on the back row and hope to get a few things and take notes and play it safe. No, you're going to get involved and you're going to get your hands dirty and you're going to roll up your sleeves and you might even sweat. You might cry a little bit. You might laugh really hard. It's going to be real. All right. So come get real with us. And what's so cool about this is if you want to feel accepted and connected and be unapologetically yourself, just be you in your relationships, it requires learning one skill, and that is conflict. And so the bulk of this event is to learn conflict. It's to learn to embrace it. It's to learn to deal with it. It's to learn how to have hard conversations. It's to learn how to listen to someone until they feel understood. It's about going there, learning how to repair, all right? So that's the bulk of the weekend, conflict. Because embracing conflict and learning is going to have you feeling more accepted and connected, and it's going to have you be able to accept and connect with other people. It's amazing how your capacity will grow, okay? Who's this for? It's for singles, individuals, and partnered individuals, and couples. So anyone really can come to this who is motivated to change and transform your life, okay? relationshipschool.com/connected will get you there. And I want to just play you a couple of testimonials from people who've been before in case you're on the fence. And these are on the website as well. So come check it out. Come hang with us. It's going to be good. Okay. And we'll see you next time. More awesome podcasts coming soon. But please come get real with us. Get accepted and connected by learning conflict. Okay. relationshipschool.com/connected.
My wife and I got married just a few months ago, and seeing other people's marriages and where they are now and where their rift is gives me this insight of, oh shit, like I can see how I could make decisions or take action that would lead me into that same path and how destructive that could be. When before, that's what role models had done, and I didn't get to see inside their bedroom. But I get to see that here. Like there's this really raw, open kind of dialogue around what's coming up for you? How are you processing it? What does that mean? How do you get to the core of it? And how do you work on that with your partner? So I feel an unfair advantage in my marriage that I'm able to take these other people's experiences and the destination that they're at, and I can say, like, oh, that's not the destination I want, so I can see the actions that I can take or maybe not take in order to get me to the right destination.
Okay. Powerful words from Casey.
I think embracing conflict should be in schools. I think they should have weekends everywhere. And I would promote this program for anybody. it's pivotal. It's life. All these relationships that we have are just, it's the essence of life. And it would be amazing if more and more people could learn these skills and just be in this kind of environment and learn about connection.
Imagine, as Jayson pushes for this idea of having them in the schools, which he's already doing, imagine if you had these skills or these tools taught to us in high school, taught to us in university, which isn't, you're sure you're taught subjects, but you're not talking the stuff that's utilized in so many different areas. And that to me is so powerful. So I so admire the fact that Jayson is stepping out and doing that. And it's almost kind of like, it's groundbreaking, and I think it's fantastic.
Okay, Brooke and Randy from Vancouver, thanks guys for your kind words. Obviously this event is going to be good for you. What's more important right now in your life? The ability to work through conflict with anyone, people you care most about, or all the other shit on your plate? I don't know, but I think this is highly, highly important, and I want to encourage you to get the big upgrade here. Okay. Thanks again, and we'll see you at Accepted and Connected, hopefully, relationshipschool.com/connected. See you soon. All right, so your action step, as always, is to get honest with yourself. Can I do the things that I need to do so that I can feel accepted and connected? Just reflect. Am I behaving in a way that would encourage collaboration? Am I behaving in a way that would have my partner or my ex or my co-parent interested in me and my experience because I'm just a good person and I'm communicating well, I'm communicating responsibly, I'm not blaming? Is that possible? And do I even accept myself here? Can I, even in the face of someone rejecting me and my truth, can I still accept me? Yeah. Remember, when you learn what I'm talking about here, you earn security in your relationship. The best way to earn secure relationships, if you're in insecure ones, is to do the work. What does that mean? It means get very good at the conflict repair cycle over and over and learn how. Because you winging it is going to get you the same results you've been getting in your life, right? When I wing it with my health or my financial life or whatever, I'm going to keep probably doing the same thing over and over until I hire a coach, take a class, listen to some podcasts, and I actually get some real support, go to a workshop, whatever. That's when I usually have a jump in my development, when I finally stop trying to do it by myself. All right? Yeah. And what's fun about this event, by the way, is there's lots of couples that come to this, and you can get some couples coaching. There's a lot of single folks that come to this event, so you can meet cool people. There's a lot of partnered individuals, and it's just a really intense, growthful, fun time. Yes, growth is fun. It's uncomfortable, but it's fun. For me, at least. So hopefully we'll see you there, okay? relationshipschool.com/connected to get the latest dealio and bring a friend for free. All right, we'll see you next time. Hey, y'all. I hope you have ordered my new book by now, Getting to Zero, How to Work Through Conflict in Your High-Stakes Relationships. It's already getting dozens of 5-star reviews on Amazon. I've heard from a lot of you. Thank you for buying the book, buying it on Audible, buying it on Kindle. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. I think this book is going to help a lot of people. It's all about how do we get back to a good place after some kind of disconnection or rupture or conflict. That's what the entire book is about. And if you want a roadmap on how to get back to a good place, what I call zero, please order my book. GettingToZeroBook.com. Get you some extra goodies, a conflict quiz, some additional PDFs, etc. And you can order it in all the places and support your local bookstores. Cool. Thanks. Hey, if you want to get the latest training live and to ask me a question, go to relationshipschool.com/masterclass. I do these frequently on subjects ranging from attachment styles to boundaries, codependency, conflict, how to get to zero, etc. Would love to see you there. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share one of these videos with a friend. We want to help the planet get their act together around relationships, and you are one of them, so thank you.